Coach Cam made this shit.
I'm Brenden Kron. This is Rex, and welcome to Jammin' with Kron and Rex. Did you know?
Two-parter. I probably shouldn't even have to say it at this point, but I just saw one literally when I was on the toilet, and it was fucking great. Did you know Big Bird was supposed to be on the Challenger? You remember the Challenger? It was the spaceship launch that exploded.
Oh.
Yeah. Big Bird was supposed to be on that. That's like, to me, that's up there with like Mark Wahlberg, how he's supposed to be on the 9/11 flight.
Yeah.
But yeah, Big Bird was supposed to be on that launch to like teach kids about space.
Holy shit.
So live on TV, all these kids would have seen Big Bird fucking die. Dude,
that's so fucking
how do you recover
crazy.
from that? Like, I mean, do you just reanimate his zombie corpse and get it back to TV? Or is he just fucking done?
Wow.
I feel like that's stuff that, like, more people need to know. You know? Like, because I say
Less
a lot
kids.
of dumb facts that won't change anything, but to me, that's like, I want people to know that. Like, that was divine intervention that stepped in, was like, we need Big Bird on Earth.
Yeah.
To talk to kids about the COVID vaccine in about, like, 40 years. People were so mad that the characters of Sesame Street were getting vaccinated.
I love where people put their anger.
America is just, I don't know, it's fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really not fun, but like, I saw this one Reddit post. This one guy, it was on Ask Reddit, and this one guy said, was like, hey, non-American Redditors, what is your guys' opinions on America? And somebody said, how you guys view Florida is how we view you. And I was like, yeah, that's got to be it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was fucking crazy.
That's
like,
awesome.
They was like, they see shit that happens in America, and they're like, how the fuck is this, like, actually going on in the world right now? And just to know that the world views us as Florida is fucking mind-blowing to me.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Relatively cool.
It's pretty funny. We have a very, like, self-centeredness being an American, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, everything that's happening is, like, yeah, we're involved. Whether that's a war or an Oscar show. Like, we got everything, man. We fucking got it all. Part 2.
That was the second thing.
Also, I didn't know we was going to go on this America tangent. 2/3 of all known serial killers are American. So, I think there was 196 countries. And America accounts for 2/3.
America's really wilding.
But I am willing to defend America. Not like army wise. I don't take that as like my enlistment, because I'm not willing to go that far. But we account for 2/3 because we actually catch the serial killers.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Like, in other countries, there's a lot that's unreported, uninvestigated, maybe not even fucking cared about.
Yeah. So
we're just the ones that, and not to say we still probably don't have a higher number than like other similarly developed countries like England and shit like that, but
yeah,
you know, we like do something about it. Like, it's usually reported when there's a serial killer, so it's known. But like, a lot of other countries are liable to cover that shit up, or, you know, if you go to like third world countries, I don't think they're really worried about a serial killer who's like killing hobos and shit. They're just like, man, you know, like I haven't ate in a week. I'm really not worried about that guy.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. Maybe that's also another very biased thing. They're like, hey, why do you guys have 2/3 of the killers? It's like, well, that's because we catch them. And they're like, is that why? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
100% that's why. They're like, no research needed? No. I know.
That's the level of defending America that I always am on. Like, I'm always like, no, there's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
Like, we can't be bad.
I'm always willing to do like a Google search in defense of America.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't want to actually defend America if shit goes down.
No, I'm not wanting to like move, you know?
No.
Well, I mean, I do, but like, that's not why I want to move.
Yeah. I don't
know?
want to move for war. I want to move because I hate Kentucky.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty content with my involvement in America.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm a pretty comfortable patriot.
Yeah. I mean, come on. We podcast. Like, what more should we do?
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I will talk shit with the best of them about America. Yeah. But if I hear somebody else that's not from here join in, it's fucking done. I'm not having that shit anymore. Be like, hey, we get to say that. You know, like, we live here. We know how shitty this place is. You know, I don't care to hear some fucking Scottish dude's take on America. Like, worry about your own shit. Worry about what Scottish people worry about.
Yeah.
Like,
give us better movies. Yeah. What other movie other than Braveheart do you got? Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, what do you have going on besides, like, man skirts? And that's cool. You know, I mean, it's not a bad thing to be known for. But if you ask me what I think of when I think of Scotland, I think of Braveheart, I think of bagpipes, and I think of kilts.
Yes. I honestly don't know what else there is.
There's that, the janitor from The Simpsons.
Don't they have bad food?
I'm sure they do.
Like, don't they eat,
lamb intestines and shit?
Yeah, like, shit like that? Yeah, so I think of that, too.
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't know much about Scotland, if you can't tell.
I don't know shit about it.
If it wasn't for the accents, I genuinely get them and Irish people mixed up.
Yeah, I guess.
There's really not much of a... So, you know.
Yeah.
And there's not really anybody we get mixed up for, right?
Like, no, I don't think so.
No. It's not like people are like, oh, yeah, I get Americans and Canadians mixed up all the time.
No.
And there, even on that Reddit post, there was this one person that said, like, as a Canadian, we're not specifically nice people. You guys are just that awful. To where, like, when we're side by side, we look like fucking saints compared to you guys.
I mean, why are they complaining? Like, you should think someone, like, hey, I can be a normal person and be praised as a saint because they're bad. Like, yeah, you should be like, hey, thanks for being so shitty. Like, I get to just live my normal life and be praised for it.
Yeah, keep your fucking ass up there.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about it. Stay out of this neighborhood and you'll be all right.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not used to Americans saying that.
How's your week been, buddy?
It's been really, as you can tell by my last, like, did you know, it's been pretty much like that. It's been very, like, because I initially downloaded TikTok just to get, like, horror book recommendations. And then, so with that,
Horror,
yes.
Yeah, it sounds like it's horror books.
Yeah, just slut book recommendations. Yeah. But, of course, my For You page had to do something, because it was like, okay, we'll have to recommend something to this dude.
I fucking hate For You page.
What was that?
I hate the For You page.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. To me, it's very, very much hit or miss. Like, sometimes I'll see shit, I'm like, oh yeah, they actually did pay attention to my, like, what I'm looking up. But then other times it'll be just, like, completely off the shit things of, like, this dude flossing. Like,
to be fair, I give them, like, a 0.2 second. Like, as soon as I click the app, I'm immediately going to, like, following. So, like, if that initial video isn't wonderful and, like, grabs my attention, I'm not sitting on it. And usually, even if it does, I'll still go to following.
You're not sitting on it. I like that saying. I'll give you a chance, but if you don't impress me, I'm not going to sit on it.
Yeah.
But no, so they've just been recommending me a lot of shit, and it has turned my TikTok into, like, such a dark place, because now it's full of, like, when I get on TikTok, like, I might see one book recommendation per, like, 100 videos, and then the rest is like true crime investigations, conspiracy theories, like dark web shit, and I'm like, what happened to my TikTok?
Yeah.
Like, this started out as just a place I go to, like, once a week, get a couple book recommendations, and now I'm seeing, like, a full-length TikTok about the conspiracy of lizard people. Yeah.
I actually haven't used TikTok in so long. My account got deactivated.
Oh, yeah?
And
I didn't know you had a personal one. Like, I knew you ran the JAMMIN.
Yeah, I run, which, by the way, we have a TikTok. Trying to post more.
Fuck. You hear that?
You broke your fucking hand.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Definitely support. We need health insurance now for his broken hand.
Oh, shit. I thought that was coming off as a threat
No.
before you said more. I'm on edge. My TikTok's been wild.
Yeah. But it cracks me up because you just sent me a video on TikTok of an alligator trying to take a towel to the...
Very weird shit. Like, that's one that... Well, and I follow, like, animal facts things, so, like, yeah, I'll get a random one like that, or, like, a toad who runs, like a jam shop.
That's adorable.
It's really weird. I'll go, like, straight from that to, like, an inside look on Ted Bundy's victims, and I'm like, oh God damn, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, give me a minute. Let me recover.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why I'm now sunburned and in a different shirt, don't worry about it.
Yeah. We had to take an intermission.
That's really it.
And we're back.
That was your week.
Kind of boring.
Yeah.
I didn't work too much this week, so it was just kind of slow. But...
He's all right.
Yeah. But other than that, nothing too crazy happened. I watched the newer now Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
Thought it was pretty good. A couple episodes of Peacemaker. And then...
What'd you rate?
I didn't.
Number 2.
I didn't yet. Honestly, just don't know. I kind of just forgot to rate it, but I think it's pretty good. Maybe like a 8, 7.
That's around what I gave it.
It's super entertaining. Like, I didn't go into it expecting it to be like the best movie.
Like, yeah,
ever,
it's not going to be a masterpiece, but entertainment-wise, it's one of the funner movies I've watched in a while.
Yeah, the whole time. Like, there was never a moment that I was like, oh, like, I kind of expected it to have like maybe a dull moment of like trying to establish the characters, but it just didn't. It was just like, we don't care if you don't know who these are. Just
even poked fun at like some of the older things that happened like in the past Suicide Squad and stuff, and I thought all the extra shit, like the entire first group just being mauled off in the first opening bit was pretty fucking funny.
I saw all of them and I was like, because there was a lot of like characters I didn't like out of that group, and I was just like, oh God, I didn't know it was going to be these guys, because I was kind of expecting just not for them to die. I was expecting them to just, like, I guess, be saved by the main crew.
Yeah.
But no, the fact that they all died, I was like, what an opening. I was like, holy shit, that went crazy. So yeah, kind of a slow week. Got to play a lot of Hades, which is fun.
Yeah.
I've almost beat it now. Beat it in the, like, main story line.
How old is that game?
Like 2 years.
Yeah. Well, what made you want to just pick it up now?
It went on sale.
Oh,
I've been wanting it on Switch because it feels more like a Switch game than a PlayStation game, but it went on sale for like pretty cheap. I think it was like $15.
Right.
Which is only like a $30 game, but it went on sale for like $15 and I was like, yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fair. I haven't personally been able to play a video game in a fucking minute.
I bet.
I haven't even touched that PlayStation in a while.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There's not really too many games that are on it right now that I want to play, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure if I did some research, I mean, yeah, I could definitely find something, but
yeah,
I don't know.
With how much you like Binding, I think you'll love Hades if you played it.
Huh.
Because they're similar. They're really similar.
I really didn't expect that.
Yeah. Just one's Greek mythology and one is Isaac.
Biblical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's the theme. Yeah, it's weird.
The Bible you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Did you catch the fights last night?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Didn't go exactly how I thought it would. Yeah. I thought. Oh,
hold on. For anybody that thinks we might be just like torturing small animals in the back, just know that's crate training going on in process. I'm sorry. It's annoying us too. It's annoying the shit out of me. So yeah. That's not just fun noise we have playing in the background or just some poor unfortunate animal that got stuck in our house and we're torturing. It's just a small little puppy.
Yeah. Just not wanting to be in a crate.
Yeah. So, continue.
Hamzat won in a closer fight than I actually thought it was going to be. Not to discredit Burns, I just kind of thought Hamzat was like the guy. So yeah. I'm glad it went the way that it did. Showed both of them how good they truly are.
Yeah.
Sterling winning was the most unexpected thing that could have happened, other than if Volkanovski could have somehow lost, but there was no way, and he showed that he's still the GOAT. So what did you think of the fights? Did it go the way you thought, or...
Well, if you follow us on Twitter, you know that I was completely wrong. Even the ones that I got right on who won, I got wrong on the timing.
Yeah.
By, like, a lot of them. The one I was closest to getting right was Volkanovski, which I honestly think if he would have, like, just maybe been more of the aggressor in the first round, I think that could have been a pretty quick in and out fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it made it look like Zombie shouldn't have been there. I mean, and you know, dude's a pretty good fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, he technically shouldn't have been there because I mean that was supposed to be Holloway's spot, but like,
yeah,
he made. I don't even know what his ranking is. Is he like 4?
Oh,
in the division or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, but he just made him look like he didn't belong at all.
Yeah.
With Hamzat and Burns, I was right about who won, but I 100% thought that if it went past the first round, that Burns had him. Like, I thought after that, the experience would definitely get to him. And honestly put that fight, I honestly put that as fight of the year above Gaethje and Chandler.
I do too. I think it was that good.
Yeah, because with Gaethje and Chandler, like it did look like at any point one of them had the tools to like finish the other person, but it looked pretty much the whole time to me that like Gaethje had the upper hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, if it goes the full distance, unless something crazy happens, I'm pretty sure Gaethje's winning. Mm-hmm. But with this, like even to the final, like even at the final second, I was like, I have no idea who won.
It was so close.
Yeah, I was honestly leaning towards Burns, but I don't know. It was 50-50 for me, but it was a unanimous decision.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, 29-28 across the board.
I don't think
know what rounds he lost.
Yeah.
Well, what round he lost, but...
Yeah, I don't think it's, like, insane that went down that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like... Yeah, maybe it probably would have looked better if it was a split decision, but...
It would have been more exciting if it was, too.
Yeah.
But I think both of them really needed that. To show that Hamzat's not just a fluke and can get it done against people who's out of the top 15 and can actually go the distance and still maintain, while Burns had an exciting bout against an up-and-comer and showed that he still definitely belongs to be in the top 5. Like,
yeah,
he swung it out with.
I don't even
think arguably the most hyped guy in the UFC right now. I mean, he's got a lot of hype behind him.
Yeah,
I don't know anybody else that like people are this excited for.
No, he's got to be most hyped at this point.
Yeah,
I'd think so as well.
And Aljamain and Jan, I don't know. It's hard to be happy for the dude. Especially after the boring shit he did in the ring, too.
Yeah.
Cool. We have a champion who literally just rolls around on the ground. Can't even get a finish. And he just rolls around and just stays on top of the dude for, 8 minutes? Mm-hmm. I was like, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's champion. I'm glad we get to see him fight again to defend his title against Dillashaw.
Yeah, so he's going to fight Dillashaw.
Yeah, he's just going to grab Dillashaw and do the same exact shit.
Who's Jan going to fight? You think he fights Aldo? Aldo's the 4th, or the 3rd.
Maybe he runs it back with Sandhagen.
Sandhagen's 4.
But they just fought.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I really don't know. All the matchmaking shit is weird for me. I honestly don't know too many people outside of the top 5 in each division.
Yeah.
And the lower the weight goes, the less I know about it, honestly.
I mean, Sterling's the 2nd lowest, so knowing 5, the top 5 is pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm very, kind of ignorant when it comes to Moreno and Figueiredo's division.
It's tough to keep up with.
Because I think they're about to fight for the 4th time.
Yeah.
And kind of like, who else?
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a reason they're fighting for the 4th time. I think that it's not a stacked division.
No, they definitely need to. We've talked about it before on the show. I definitely think it would stand to benefit if they just kind of dropped 2 divisions and maybe merged them.
I don't think so. I really
think
don't.
it would just make things more fun.
I mean, I don't. The thing is I think if you combine the flyweight and the bantamweight,
Yeah.
does it get more competitive? I don't think so. I think
it's not that it makes it more competitive, but it just diversifies things. Like, it just shakes shit up. You know, it's not the same stale standmate that a decent amount of divisions have been in for a while. And that's a problem the UFC keeps running into, is that you have a bunch of people that deserve to be there, are really good, but they're not going to be champs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Colby Covington's not going to be champ.
I mean,
what do you do? The dude's already had 2 shots at it. So what? He fights Hamzat. Say he wins. He fights Usman again and loses again. And then what after that?
So it does depend. Usman has talked about moving or kind of being done soon. So if Usman vacates the belt, Colby fights Hamzat and then moves, they would fight for the championship.
Yeah.
I don't think Usman retires that soon.
Yeah.
So maybe not. But I mean, if you think Colby could maybe stay within the top 2-3 for 5 more fights, there's a good chance he could be champion.
Yeah.
If he could stay the second best of this division for 5 more fights, which is pretty tough. Because I think that Burns showed that he could beat him.
Yeah.
I'm not a believer at all in Leon Edwards. I truly don't think that... I think he's the weakest link of the competitors.
Yeah.
And then Leon might be able to beat up Jorge.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think Hamzat, Burns, and Colby all have a chance. I think they're all kind of like on relatively equal playing field.
I don't know how long Jorge's going to stay on that fucking list, dude.
I don't either.
He's facing felony charges.
Yeah, I think Jorge's off.
Yeah, he's not just getting a misdemeanor or just getting out on bail. I mean, a felony fucking charge. The dude cost over like $15,000 in damage.
Yeah. I think the most exciting win here was the fight I was least looking forward to, actually, which is weird. But it's Volkanovski. And it's because of the thing he said afterwards. He's going to watch and see who wins between Oliveira and Gaethje. And depending on how it goes, he's thinking about moving up.
Depending on how good the person that wins looks, he's just like,
I guess. Yeah, it was a weird thing for him to be like, we're just going to see how it goes. Maybe he doesn't want to fight a wrestler. Maybe he's like, I don't want to fight Oliveira.
Maybe it's not even that stylistically. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he's in camp with one of them.
Oh, maybe.
You know,
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's just speculation. Or maybe he's just... I don't
Friends?
know. Maybe he. I would say maybe he just likes one of them, and he's like, "Oh, if Oliveira keeps it, I kind of don't want to fight him because I like the dude."
Maybe he wants to make sure he can get the title fight if he moves up, and he's not fighting, Islam. Like, I don't think necessarily he doesn't want to fight Islam, but I think more if he probably wants to fight for the belt. Like, if he's going to move up, he wants the belt.
Yeah.
And I think there's a case that Islam gets that next fight,
Fun.
or Conor gets that next fight,
that's fun.
Which is like, does Volkanovski go, all right, well, let me wait 2 fucking championship fights to not move up, like, to not fight at all? Maybe that's what he's meant by it. But I think he's an exciting addition to the lightweight, because I think he's...
Well, it's just crazy.
He would be my favorite. Like, not like my favorite fighter, but my favorite to win it. He would be my betting favorite to win that entire division.
Yeah, I think out of everybody in that division, he has the best chance of being maybe the kryptonite to Islam. Because I think once Islam gets to the title contention, I really don't see any of them taking it away from him. He kind of just seems really dominant in what he does.
Yeah.
There's really not much you can do.
Yeah, I think it'll just depend. Like, maybe Gaethje learned a lot from the Khabib fight, and he's prepped more for that style, and maybe he can counter it better. And then Oliveira is a good wrestler. Maybe we see him stylistically match up better than we ever seen anyone against Khabib. So maybe he's able to solve it. But if Islam destroys either one of those, there's no hope for that division other than Volkanovski.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be really excited to see him thrown into the mix.
Yeah, I'd honestly like to see every single champion, other than the one that obviously can't, move up one and just try their
Izzy.
luck. No, fuck you. Izzy versus Glover, I don't like at all.
No, I hate that.
Because I think...
That looks like a grown man versus, like, a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, he just looks like...
But
just one weight class above. He looks so much bigger, and
Yeah.
that's his... The style that was used to beat Izzy
yeah.
was done to beat the guy that beat Izzy.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think Izzy's improved on that takedown defense. I think everyone has tried
Like, he
50...
had solid takedown defense anyways, but
does.
he was just going up in weight
and didn't...
then trying to...
Yeah. He also didn't do it. Like, he didn't go up in weight. He kind of just stayed at his weight.
Yeah, he kind of just made weight, and then, I guess... Because, I mean, that is where he feels comfortable, but, like... I don't think you ever want to intentionally weigh less than another person. Unless you're like a heavyweight and you're like, all right, I'm 15 pounds lighter than this dude, but I'm still 240 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, so, whatever.
Yeah. But, like, I think if Izzy was the correct weight, I think if Izzy and Yuri weighed the same, it's a good fight. The problem is I don't think Izzy gets to that weight, and then Yuri's like 20 pounds heavier than him, and now I'm like, fucking, come on, man.
I mean, that's got to be a hell of a switch up too. Is 20 pounds because like not only does he have to like make 20 pounds, but he also has to get to where he is like prime fighting conditions.
Yeah,
20 pounds heavier.
Yeah. The thing is that if Izzy stays at his division, it's boring. He's too dominant in his division. If Usman stays in his, he's too dominant.
Yeah.
If he moves up, I think Usman dominates that whole middleweight division as well.
But he's not doing
Other
it
than
racist.
No, that's not it. It's just because he wants Izzy to still be champ. We talked about this.
We just said the same thing.
No, we didn't.
Come on, whatever, buddy.
But yeah, I don't know. There's too many extremely dominant champions right now. Is what I think the biggest issue with the UFC is. Not that there's too many divisions. Because if you merge them, I think that the one dominant champion still stands. Just you eliminate one dominant champion and get rid of that whole division.
We don't have any American champs, do we?
Sterling. Born in New York.
Yeah, he walks out. Born or fighting out of?
I think it said born in New York.
I mean, he's walking out with a Jamaican flag.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you can just do that with any flag you're feeling that day.
Don't know.
Like if I just walked out with like a Brazilian flag and they're like, oh, hey, I didn't know he was from there. Like,
not.
Totally couldn't have guessed. Yeah, I'm actually 100% Brazilian.
Yeah, New York.
I mean, yeah, you can still be Jamaican and from New York.
Yeah.
I just think that's a super... Like, because usually whenever you see people that are, like, in that situation, they usually have, like, a half and half flag. Or they have, like, two flags with them.
Yeah.
But no, the dude completely, like, Jamaican the fuck out for that one.
I thought that was also weird because he made the statement saying, I'm keeping the belt in the U.S. Like, saying, like, I'm winning this one for the U.S. So it was weird for him to not rep U.S.,
At all.
Like, yeah, that's when I thought it was weird, but I was like, I guess you've vocally done enough.
How are you from New York and you're, like, a wrestler?
Where the fuck is Glover from?
He's Brazilian.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know. I was like, genuinely just didn't know. And then Francis, no.
New York just does not seem like a place where, like, wrestlers are born. That seems like where you get, what's the dude whose fighting style was Hood? Bobby Green?
Yeah.
That seems more or less where you get that and not just fucking wrestling. That's just, I don't know. That's just going to be a boring champ. And I don't know. I mean, if he can now do Yawn like that, I don't see somebody else in the division that's doing even better than that.
We'll see. I think Sterling is obviously the second most beatable champ. I guess technically, yeah, I'd still say he's second. I was going to say Figueiredo looks like the second, but because Brandon Moreno showed he could very much beat him.
Yeah.
But no one else. Sterling, I think, performed at his absolute best. I think he did the perfect win. And Jan had, I guess, like a good, but not his perfect. I think that they're both fighting at the best level. I think I still pick Jan. Like, on a rematch, I'm picking Jan. I really don't think Sterling wins again.
So, say they decide to start merging divisions. Like, I take over and I start merging the divisions. But instead, because I'm a, like, borderline psychopath, instead of me taking two divisions that are close, I combine, like, heavyweight and whatever Marino's at.
The lowest will fly.
Yes. But they have to meet in the middle. Who do you think has the... Do you like how I did that?
Yeah.
Meet in the middle. My strong hand. Who do you think has the bigger advantage? The guy that has to gain weight, or Francis Ngannou, who has to lose probably about like 50? Oh my god!
They're fighting at welter. They're fighting at welterweight. Well, that's the middle division.
Well, no, I'm talking about the middle weight between.
Yeah,
because like I think Francis, his last fight was like 260.
God, that's fucking.
So that means Moreno might have to get up to like middleweight division for them to equal like. Dead center in between their weights.
Yeah, if I was gonna,
who knows? Francis still might be fighting at heavyweight. I mean, he's a big fucking guy.
Yeah, if it was me, and I wanted to like shake up the UFC, I would add another division and make a super heavyweight division.
Yeah,
I think that's the most reasonable and most fun.
I would add a tag team.
Tag team's crazy.
Tag team, I would do Hell in a Cell. All you need is the lid.
We already talked about it. We would do a tournament.
Yeah,
that would be.
We have
first
a lot
cool
of
things.
ideas. I mean, you can probably tell we used to watch like wrestling. And
yeah.
Like, if they had a Royal Rumble, that would be fucking great. That'd be very deadly. Dude.
How would you even?
I mean, the cage opens.
I mean, I get.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, you're not talking logistically.
Yeah, no.
Get multiple people in the same cage.
No. I understand the fundamentals of it. I'm just thinking of like, how do you even present that to try and make it like happen?
Oh yeah, because I guess you wouldn't be throwing people out of the cage.
Yeah. You gotta just fucking clean knock them out, and then. God.
I think Derek Lewis would thrive for 5 seconds.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, the problem with that scenario is anyone who would thrive, like Francis would have 17 people immediately attack, and same with like Derek Lewis.
He'd like biting his ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would definitely do that. Honestly, I think a slept-on person in the Royal Rumble field would be Jorge. He could just run up and cold cock people while they're fighting other people.
He'd be hiding, and then as soon as it's the last person,
like that guard from the Pelicans.
Yeah.
And just fucking run up and cold cock him.
Yeah. Other than that's not exactly what the dude on the Pelicans is doing.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah.
If he just completely didn't go for the ball and just knocked out Trae Young. He's going for. Oh my god! He's robbing him.
That'd be so fucking crazy. I couldn't even imagine. But yeah, UFC seems fun. There's a couple more.
Yeah, it seems fun. I might try it out.
I mean, the problem is like it seems fun for now,
yeah.
And then like it seems like it's going to be fun again later. But it seems like we're about to get to a point where it's just not fun.
I know you gotta mix that shit up with like like every once in a while having a tournament thing or just like. Start taking belts away from people. Be like, hey. They've
told people like you have to fight at this weight now.
Yeah.
They should do that more.
Yeah, they really should. And they should just stop doing it with Costa and do it to like people that are boring.
Yeah.
Because like Costa has got to be like I don't know, like decision wise, like one of the worst fighters in the UFC. I mean he just doesn't listen. But dude's fun to watch.
Yeah. Dude, I can't get over him just fighting at fucking heavyweight.
Dude.
In a middleweight fight.
That was the most heavyweight dude I've ever seen. He was gigantic. I mean, dude, even at middleweight, he is gigantic.
It doesn't make sense.
No. He legitimately had to weigh more than like 20 pounds than Izzy on the night of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, I just don't see how that's like, I was going to say okay, but I mean, the dude still lost. So maybe after that fight, that's why Izzy was like, I can fucking do this.
Maybe, yeah.
I just kind of do this already. Yeah. It's like nobody in my weight division stays. Like, you think Yoel Romero weighs the same as Izzy? No. Not close.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that dude's name too many times. I legitimately see him as a boogeyman. He is fucking scary, dude. Like, even when he's saying something, like, do you ever see his motivational speech?
No.
Oh, dude, he's trying to, like, tell somebody, like, something motivating, and he's like, if you want to go do something, do it. Mm-hmm. But it sounds horrifying.
Really?
It sounds like a threat, and it's not. He's being, because, like, he takes off his glasses and just, like, stares at the person. I'm like, oh, my God, dude. I'm so goddamn scared. Still not the most intimidating stare I've ever seen.
No.
No.
Not even close.
No. We'll, I don't know, we might link that, but I'll probably forget about it soon.
Yeah,
shortly after this.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
But, on the final things of agendas after our song of the week.
No, you want to know my song of the week?
Yeah, we will talk strange.
So, lots of new music came out this week. Tons that I was excited for. Ended up listening to a playlist, and someone threw a song that wasn't Sue new, but it's new to me.
Sue new.
It's Maytag, Tax Free by Ben Riley. It sounds like a Baby Keem song, is why I like it so much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea who Ben Riley is.
Yeah, me neither.
That's a horrible rap name.
Yeah, well.
Ben. Benson Tennyson.
Yeah. What was yours?
Fuck, I forgot it. Locked Up by Akon.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it during a baby shower yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, that's not what I expected.
No, it was really funny. Just watching the future mom open up all these presents, and there's like 1 second Venom by Eminem will be playing, and then Wasn't Me by Shaggy's playing, and then it goes to Biggie Smalls, and then Locked Up by Akon, and you're just like, I mean, you kind of like look around the room, and I'm like, no way I'm the only one that's like hearing this, right? Because like nobody else is reacting. I guess they're all just watching her open presents, but I'm like, this is fucking nuts. Like, how has nobody once like heard some of these lyrics? Like, I had no idea whose phone it was the entire time. They never went up there, checked on it or anything. I'm like, how did nobody just like press pause? Or I was like, maybe this is the intended playlist, and I'm like, maybe I'm just kind of dramatic.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't heard Locked Up in fucking years.
Yeah.
So yeah, hearing it was pretty damn cool.
How'd you feel about Jack Harlow's new song?
I didn't listen to it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about it?
The chorus is wonderful. The snippet was perfect. There's a line in it that ruins the song.
What is it?
It's like drink a pineapple, give her that sweet, sweet semen.
That's cool.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I hate it, dude. Every time that like lyric comes on, I'm just like,
but it doesn't taste good.
The song? No. But no, I think that ruins the song. It really just makes it just kind of suck, even though the chorus is great.
You know what you just did?
No.
You just completely altered the rest of this episode.
Of course. I brought up semen, and you were like, yeah, I got some research to do.
Semen.
Nah, dude. What is it then?
It's some lyrics.
Okay. You gonna do some worse lyrics?
So it's based off this TikTok that I saw of this dude who's, I guess it's his whole thing. It's the only time I see him pop up. Yeah. But it's just like lyrics from blank decade that would be canceled now. And I'm like, okay, this is probably just going to be like some misogynistic or like slightly homophobic shit or very homophobic shit. But a majority of it is people, I guess people's problems with, I guess, just age of consent back in the day. Like Motley Crue making a song about I think a 12-year-old girl. Like, in not just like this song was about a 12-year-old girl, but the lyrics talk about them being a 12-year-old girl. And fucking Oingo Boingo.
Oingo Boingo?
Oingo Boingo
got canceled?
Yeah. They in one of their songs, they was talking about how little girls drive them crazy and stuff like that. And like, yeah, just
the fuck?
Yeah, just a lot of weird shit. But one of the only ones that I saw from like that dude's TikTok page that wasn't like a big deal because of its I guess too child friendly lyrics. I guess overly friendly to children lyrics.
Okay.
But it was I thought they had the lyrics. But I will say, I don't think either me or you are like super big Prince fans. Like, I know some of his discography. I like the dude.
Yes.
I think I like the idea and the legend of the guy more than I actually like his music.
That's what I was going to say. I love Prince.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of Prince songs I personally listen to.
Yeah, it's not like I hear the songs and I'm like, oh, I don't get the hype, but it's just like, this isn't for me.
Yes.
You know, like, it just doesn't connect with me. Like, I understand that these songs are good songs, but like...
I even like them.
Yeah, it's just not there.
Yeah,
you know?
Most of them I'm like, this was pretty good, and I just don't return to it. It's just not the music that I listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, he has a song called Sister. Okay, so it's Dirty Mind. It's track 7 on his album Dirty Mind. It was released in 1990, and the song is called Sister. If you know, you probably know where this is going. If you don't know, you might have a sneaking suspicion just due to context. Verse 1. Verse 1 I had. I was only 16, but I guess that's no excuse. My sister was 32, lovely and loose. She don't wear no underwear. She said it only gets in her hair. Okay, yeah, that aside, but, and it's got a funny way of stopping the juice. My sister never made love to anyone else but me. She's the reason for my, sexuality. Showed me where it's supposed to go. A blowjob doesn't mean blow. Incest is everything it's said to be. R.I.P. first, before this just sounds disrespectful, because...
I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah.
I wish I would have never known.
Right?
It's
something I would have never known.
Yeah, I'm a little... Yeah, I really wish that you wouldn't have told me this. Oh, this is an early album, too.
Yeah, I was only 16 and only half a man. My sister didn't give a goddamn. She only wanted to turn me out. She took a whip to me until I shout, oh, motherfucker, sister, motherfucker, can't you understand?
This was his third album. It went gold.
Damn. Went double platinum in Alabama. This is a guy who knows his audience. He's trying to appeal to everybody. But I don't think he formally ever sat down and talked about this. Because he made a statement years later when I think someone made kind of offhanded reference this to him. And he said it's like why he doesn't do interviews is because he doesn't want people to know more than he wants them to. Which I can respect from an artist.
Yeah.
You know, you have things you want to release to the public, but how much you want us to know, it's completely up to you. You don't have to share anything more.
Yeah.
But there is some songs, like, maybe not as a viewer, but maybe as, like, a worried citizen. I don't want to know more.
I'm not gonna lie. This article, I'm trying to just skim through it.
Right.
And just see if he said anything about it. But it says it was...
Look, I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, it said it was controversial because he was 16.
Is that why?
And she's double his age. And then it talks about how it's a sister. But I was like, that's what's wrong first?
Yeah, I think he had 3 sisters.
Okay.
2 were half sisters and 1 was full-on sister, I believe.
Prince had 3 half-sisters growing up.
Oh, 3 half-sisters. Okay, yeah. They were all half-sisters.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe he's just got a little stepsister thing going on. You know, except not little, literally double your age stepsister. But no, they were all related to him.
Yeah. I can't.
It's a rough one, man.
Yeah, I don't like that I know this.
Yeah. Well, hey, if it helps, I kind of lied. Because I said this was the only one that wasn't, like, getting flagged for, like, being too child-friendly. But, yeah, it still is.
He's the child.
Because he is the child.
Yeah.
How tall was Prince?
Short. I'm pretty sure he was pretty short.
Yeah. Do you see him on that album cover?
On which one?
Dirty Mind, the one that's on. Oh, I thought you was looking it up.
No.
Okay.
Let me see.
He's giving off real, like costume wise, like Roger from American Dad vibes.
I don't.
This man's death always gets to me, just because of his infatuation with the show New Girl.
I knew it was because of New Girl.
It is because of New Girl. I didn't know how big of a fan he was of that show until that. I mean, that show just made me like Prince even more.
Same.
And then just whenever he died in the show's runtime, like the show wasn't over.
Yeah.
And Nick and Jess were still broke up. Like, that makes me so fucking sad.
Yeah, it's pretty heartbreaking.
It makes me a little happy he didn't have to see Nick and Jess's wedding.
I don't know why it's so bad.
It looked so rushed. Like,
Yeah.
and maybe it was. That whole last season looked rushed.
I wonder if it was.
Like, if you just sit down and summarize that last season, it is fucking crazy. Like, you're like, oh, what'd that take? Like 3-4 seasons? You're like, no, that was one season. Like, it's literally him proposing. They get back from a trip to Europe. Nick's got a mustache. You know, their daughter's grown up. Winston and Allie's having a kid. It's a lot of shit just fucking happens that season. It's just like the wedding, them moving out of the loft. It's just like they wrap that shit up quick.
So apparently the 6th season was supposed to be the end.
Oh, and it didn't stop there.
What's the 6th season? What? Fuck.
I can't remember how the 6th season ends.
No, I don't know.
I'm not really good about that shit, dude. Like, I'm not one of those people that, oh, yeah, that was season 4 where that happened, you know? Like,
yeah, I wonder what happens. Oh, it only has 7 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually thought it had 8, so I thought this was...
Yeah, so they was kind of on borrowed time anyways, I guess. And they was like, okay, we at least want to get Nick and Jess married.
Christmas Eve... No. I was going to say Christmas Eve, but no, it keeps going. Season 6, episode 22, 5 stars of Beezus. Jess is ready to tell Nick that she has feelings for him. Meanwhile, Nick takes a meeting with a book publisher.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. It's weird that they kind of wanted to end it there. I think from the half a second I read of an article was...
That's more than enough.
I mean, yeah, that's usually what I base all my knowledge off of anyway.
We got better shit to do.
Yeah. I think that they wanted it to end in season 6 and then wasn't able to get it done. Like, they wasn't able to get it all I'm assuming kind of barely got that last season because it's only 8 episodes. So they got a short season renewal and then just had to wrap it all up in that last season. So that's probably why it feels rushed, just because it is just trying to get everything that they wanted done.
Yeah. On your own accord, what is the most research you think you've ever done on something? Because, like, I do that too. There's always some things I'm, like, kind of curious about or just want to know a little bit more, but then, like, maybe after an article or two, I'm just like, okay, I'm done.
I don't know.
Like, is there something that you've wanted to know so much about, or you just keep going deeper and deeper into something because you're, like, it leads you elsewhere?
The thing that I think is weird here is I don't think of some of it as research. Like, I'll sit and watch, like, science videos of, like, animals.
Yeah.
For, like, 8 hours straight. Yeah. And not feel weird about it, not be like, oh, I'm doing research on this. I'm just watching shit that interests me.
Yeah.
So, but, like, that would be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if you're trying to do research on, like, the biggest dong in human history, like, that's research.
Yeah, but that's not usually where I'm...
Yeah, but that's gay.
I'm glad that's where you went. But, yeah, so, like, the only thing that I can think of is, like, that I've, like, really sat down and did... I can't think of anything, actually. I was going to say one thing, but I just can't think of something that I've, like... It wasn't just
maybe
for
like
the purpose of research. That
it doesn't have to be like a specific thing. Maybe if you give like a broad generalization, like...
Do you know yours?
I would say the thing I've probably looked most into on my own accord is just things that I want to, like things I just learned, but I want to be 100% sure like that person's not just fucking lying. You know, like if I found out a new fact or something, I usually look that stuff up because I'm like, I don't want to just repeat this and it be completely fucking wrong. And they're like, well, where'd you hear that? And I'm like, oh, TikTok. And they're like, so you just tell everybody everything you saw on TikTok as fact? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of my whole character right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Weirdly enough, I would say at least 99% of the things that I see, I either 100% believe them until I'm shown that it's not true, or the opposite. I immediately am like, that can't be true, until another thing pops up that confirms it. And I'm like, oh shit, couldn't believe that.
Yeah, like how Big Bird was supposed to be on the Challenger.
Yeah.
I was like, no way. Because I even looked it up because I saw it. Then I looked it up because I was like, no way, right? I don't want to share this information.
See, I don't do that. Usually if I see it, I'm like, I'll believe it one way or the other. And then I'm not researching it. I wait for it to like just naturally come up again. Like, I'm usually not. And also, like you telling me something like that, I just believe it. Like, why would you lie?
I usually do that too.
Like, if a friend tells me, I'm like, why would they lie?
Yeah. Yeah, because like, there is some shit I've seen on TikTok where I've watched his entire video and I'm like, that's crazy. I didn't know that's how that shit happened. And then somebody in the comments will be like, that's not how shit happened.
Yeah.
You can literally just post anything on TikTok. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of dumb and gullible, ain't I? I just took that as fact from someone I've never met. I don't even follow the person.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh yeah, people can just kind of lie about shit, you know?
Yeah. I don't really go for like... Usually any of the information I'm getting is from like a TED talk or something that like seems creditable. Yeah. But like if I'm on like TikTok or Instagram or something like that, I'm usually watching reviews. If I'm going to watch someone's like opinion or like them talking about something, it's usually a review, not like, did you know these facts? I can't tell you if I've ever even seen one.
Yeah.
I don't watch it.
Would you like to have your own TED Talk?
Yeah, absolutely. It used to be like my goal in life forever. Like for at least like 10 years, it was my like goal in life.
So what if they like contacted you right now and said in a month?
Yeah, that's where it.
What are you talking about?
Don't know. I'd probably bullshit. I'd probably just say something stupid. Honestly, if they called me today and said like they seen the podcast, they call me, they say you have a month, I would talk about how just like you can get lucky at shit and just, I guess, put your name out there and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else I'd be able to talk about. Like,
for me, it honestly depends on what like happened to me recently. Because like, if today they got me on TED Talk, I would probably talk about why people think that like white men are the number one serial killers. You know why?
No.
Because they are.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But because I saw something that was like, people seem to think that like serial killers are like 98% white, and they're like, that's really not true. But usually whenever you see a white serial killer out, they're killing white women. And they're like, that is what is going to get like news reporters' views. Mm-hmm. Is they're like, oh my god, a white person is killing white women. But like, if they're like, oh, a black person is killing black people, for most of America, they're thinking just like, okay, like that's not why I watch the news, you know. Like, but I guess that's where that stems from. I don't know how well of a TED Talk that would be.
No.
Would you rather have your own TED Talk in like a comfortable time, like where you like have maybe just had something happen to where it's like you could turn it into a TED lecture instead of just being like, hey, in 3 days you have a TED Talk, find something. But like,
I mean, of course, right?
Yeah. Or would you rather get like shit faced drunk with Ted the teddy bear? I'll even throw on Mark Wahlberg in there too. You smoke weed with Ted the Bear and Mark Wahlberg.
I'm gonna be real with you. if you could guarantee me that like I have something to talk about on that TED Talk, I'd rather do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care to smoke and drink with a teddy bear, even if it is sentient.
I know which one I'm going to have more fun with.
Honestly, I think I might have more fun with the TED Talk.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't love those
You're
movies.
Fucking lying.
I don't love those
Nobody's
movies.
ever had fun listening to a TED Talk, or I'm assuming being in a TED Talk. I don't know too many people that's been in TED Talk, honestly, but it doesn't
Personally,
look fun.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, just talking to people. I've just seen one person talk about a fucking app they created. It was really cool, but it was zero fun. I had zero amount of fun listening to it.
Yeah,
It was just kind of entertaining. If you can combine them, that'd be really cool.
yeah, I don't know.
We get Ted on the podcast,
Yeah,
or Ted gave a TED Talk.
yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be interesting. I'd at least tune in.
We're idea guys. We're eventually on this show. We're eventually going to strike gold. You don't strike gold. You just dig for gold. You strike oil.
Yeah, strike oil.
Yeah, we're gonna strike oil. And this that just sounds weird.
Yeah.
I can't say that too many more times. We're getting in dangerous territory.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think one episode, like even if we don't follow through with it, we're going to see someone else do it, and we're going to be like we need to check who's been watching our shit because we talked about that, and now that is like. I just wonder what it'd be. Like, which one of the things we've talked about, like, would end up, like, being its own thing. Like, Nicolas Cage being edited in every single fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what gets us our fortune.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I don't know.
We just got to keep coming up with ideas.
Oh, you fucked it. That was going to be a sending off note.
What?
I thought you were going to say, we just got to keep jamming.
You can.
God damn it. Hey, buddy, nobody's stopping you.
Yeah.
you can still say it. Ah, damn, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Now we got to keep going for another 40 minutes until we naturally come across that setup again. I think I'm tapped.
All right.
I mean, if you wanted, I could go on like a serial killer rant.
No.
Not a rant from a serial killer, but
That's jamming.
Yeah,
That's jamming.